that then goes to the UN or to like legal courts or like parliaments, and it became legitimized.
You can't poison the well because silence fills that void. And the fact is, when their lips are moving, they're lying. And if you record their lies and republish it and reframe it and re-propagandize their propaganda, it nullifies it.
Listen, people that are sick.
There are two types of people. They're like we said, like you two types of people. You have the people that are sort of like insidious. There'll be like those professors that sort of they know that there's more context to it, but they decide to like leave it out because it fits their agenda. And then you have those like I want to believe that a lot of these liberals they actually mean like they're basically acting upon that same liberal mindset of we have to stick up for the oppressed, and they actually believe that they're doing the right thing. So I'm not saying they're right for doing it, and a lot of their thought process is evil, but I don't think they're thinking to themselves like, you know what we're saying is not really true, or they're just like they don't know, they don't study the history. They just go by like they would just watch the news, and there are definitely a lot of people.
What I mean by thin knowledge, they haven't. Yeah, it's like it's 1 inch wide and 1,000 miles tall versus being really wide and being maybe only 4 inches tall.
Right.
It's not just it's a lack of knowledge, but it's also not understanding, meaning there's no comprehension amongst these NPCs. They're just automatons repeating memories that's been regurgitated to them through their cell phone. There's no self-exploration or actual understanding.
Daniel, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, I don't remember what was the point back there.
Yeah, we do it all the time. Don't worry. He's got a thick skin.
I tend to do it more. I have to.
Randy.
Like, my point is that facts
they don't know
facts, and even if let's look at this war. The people that are calling it genocide or like talking about they could be like honest, and they this is what they see, and it's not just like on the far edges of the Twitter sphere. It's like on TV and in the news and in the UN, in the parliaments, wherever the world, and in demonstrations. So they say, okay, I'm not like everybody's thinking the same, and the sources collaborate what they're saying. There are a lot of evidence. But it's like I don't think it's just idiocy. It's not even lack of critical thinking, because at the end, if you say, okay, but I'm checking different sources.
It's intentional.
They fail to understand that just no. Listen, it's not that kind of conversation. So what I think they're missing is, despite the fact that HRW and Amnesty and all they are saying the same, they all come from the same source. I mean, none of them is on the ground, and the source from the number of deaths to those videos are all coming from Hamas. So when you understand this, then yes, it's critical thinking to say, okay, the UN is saying it, and they're saying it, they are saying it, but what is the source of those numbers, of those stories? It's all coming from one tainted source.
I think Israel did not kill nobody, man. I think they are lying.
Try to kind of maybe listen a bit to the conversation, understand kind of the level, and join in, okay?
This is just another manifestation of the political force of stupidity. Dr. Four is trying to essentially say he's a low IQ person wasting everybody's time.
No, stop. I'm not gonna derail the room, okay? This is not Amir's room. Everyone, if they wanna shout and genocide and all this bullshit, there's Amir's room. You can. Okay, so let's go back. We're talking about, and this is for you, actually, Adrian, whatever it is. Communication is hypnosis. It's exactly what is happening now. You were right after all.
Yep.
Actually, see, I've reframed it. I say all communication is comedy.
But he's right. I mean, the world is now under this hypnosis of like this mirror world of like. Of what is going on? Like most people, like I guess you also don't.
What was this comment? What did you say for?
Man, can I try to join in the conversation?
Yeah, sure. What?
Right.